Good evening, everybody. So the reason we're doing this right now is because you can't see our necks now. You can't see our necks because we have realized that we have double chins, and we are we are flying down to Mexico tomorrow to get work done.
Okay. Don't sit in front of a camera too long. You can start tearing yourself.
We've been sitting in front of this camera way too long, looking at everything, and
oh my
we're like,
God, what happened? Who are those
on?
people?
I know. It's like, oh my goodness. So it is what it is. Oh, how is everybody doing tonight? I hope you all are having a wonderful evening and everything is going well with you. How are you doing?
I am here and happy.
Are you? Good deal.
So you know, we got the happiness thing going, and
happy.
We've got Mr. McMillan working on a patio.
We do. Yeah, we're putting out a new patio. Tom from TNT Adventures C thought that we were putting in a volleyball court.
Well, we might have gotten a little bit large on the patio.
It's a nice size.
What size is it?
What is it? 12 by 20, something like that. Yeah. So I think it's a little bit smaller than what a volleyball court would be, but I thought it was a good idea. So I don't know. Looks kind of cool, but I think it's going to be good when done. Hopefully we get done with it this weekend. So
okay,
should be good.
Okay, what are we doing tonight?
We are going to, part of answering the question, and you guys can answer it in the chat, is what is your favorite or go to,
I don't know. We're going to have jaundice juice.
Yeah. So the question we have is, what is your best do or don't tip for cruising?
And
okay, can you put your cup down for a second? As you can see,
every time we take a drink,
because these are blue, every time we pick it up, it changes us yellow.
Jaundice juice. We don't know why the camera's
kind of crazy. That's weird. We're gonna have to get a new camera. So
one that removes our double chins, preferably.
We have got to do it. All right. So we hope everyone's having a good day. And we hope you enjoy our show. Thank you all for coming in. If you're the first time coming in, thank you so much for joining us. And hopefully we don't scare you off.
Okay. We gotta focus.
Yeah. That's just water.
We value your time. We hope
just water we're drinking.
We pay you back with getting some information during our lives.
All right. So let's check in with the chat though.
Okay, let's see.
All right. So first up.
Hey. Aziz's here and he says Bruce.
Hey Z and Cindy. Cindy's here too.
Laura's here. She says B. she's efficient. She doesn't need to type out the whole thing. She gets it done with a
B. All right. And Laura did answer the question.
Best cruise trip. Travel is never perfect. Pack your patience and roll with it.
Absolutely. I could not agree more. You've got to be able to you've got to have patience because you're going to deal with lines, you're going to deal with crazy people. So absolutely, just be patient.
And it's a good time no matter what.
It is. And Z's got a couple.
He says, get there 2 days before your cruise.
Absolutely. That's definitely one, at least one day, especially if you're flying. And that's one of the ones that we're going to be talking about. But absolutely, Z, that's a good time. And then he also says,
passport.
Yep. It's always good to have a passport. Absolutely. Hey, Ross, welcome back.
Ross went to Alaska.
Yes, Ross and his lovely partner, Donna, went to Alaska.
We met them when they came into town.
We did. We had dinner with them.
We went to Ivar's Acres of Clams, which is an iconic waterfront Seattle for years place. So we met them downtown on the waterfront, had a nice dinner, chatted a bit. And stuff, and then they were getting on the cruise. Speaking of an Alaskan cruise, though, we're going.
Yeah, we are going next year.
And you can come with us.
And you can come with us. Check this out.
Have you been dreaming of an Alaskan cruise? Or maybe you've taken one before and you just can't wait to go again. If so, the Helping Hands for Cruising Group Cruise is just the cruise for you. June 15th through June 22nd, 2025, you will set sail on the magnificent Norwegian Encore. This amazing group cruise will take you to Juneau, Skagway, a majestic cruise through Glacier Bay, Ketchikan, a stop in Victoria, British Columbia before arriving back in Seattle, Contact Bruce at ocean-to-oceantravel.com today to find out how you can be a part of this fantastic group cruise to Alaska. This is one you definitely don't want to miss.
That looks cool.
It does. And talking to Ross, the Encore is beautiful. Had a great time. And that ship's actually getting ready to go into dry dock too. So it's going to be like an all new ship when we get on next year.
That'll be
Cannot
totally cool.
wait. I know.
So there was a
gonna be blessed.
racetrack on there. That was
There
pretty
was.
exciting. So
Yep.
I want to try that.
Ross, did you try the racetrack? I forgot to ask you when you called.
And Rosh, did you see the landslides?
That they did because he was talking to me about that. So yeah, they saw the landslides
In
when they were
Ketchikan.
in Ketchikan.
So
Absolutely.
yeah, interesting.
Very interesting. And we've got
Danny D, she's saying you.
welcome in,
Or
Danny.
yo.
Hopefully you are having a wonderful evening.
Shall we count how many times Bruce says wonderful or fantastic during this live?
Well, the other day I couldn't say whatever those words were.
He's got some favorites.
So hey, Mike, welcome in, sir.
Oh, Mr. Mike.
Yes,
Feeling better?
glad you are feeling better, buddy, and things are going well. So hi to you, Ricky, and the family.
See, like Journeys says, hey, Ocean to Ocean Travel, hello.
Hey, Chet and Robin. Glad you guys are here. Hopefully you're having a good evening. It was so fun. We got to be with them on the breakaway a few months ago. Had a great time, and I'm still working on getting some videos out from that cruise too. I'm horrible.
He's trying to do a voiceover video, and he and voiceover don't get along.
We don't get along at all. At all. So it's
4
kinda
months
crazy.
of I hate it, I'm redoing it. Oh, I hate it, I'm redoing it.
Oh, well, we will get them out, I promise.
And then we pop over to Sea Legs channel, and they're doing voiceovers left and right, like they were born to do it.
Oh, they're awesome. They're absolutely great. I almost said it.
TNT Adventure says, "Good evening, friends.
Hey, Tom and Terry. Glad
I saw
you're
your
here.
Facebook post about your Toyota that you're resurrecting from the dead or keeping it alive. Or is it his truck? Isn't that a Toyota, the little white one, or is that a?
I haven't seen that one.
Oh well, you got to check Facebook. He's talking about his
Okay.
truck.
Okay, I will have to check that one out. I haven't been on Facebook, so
Okay. Okay. So Ross says, I have 6 chins. So
I don't know. I have
in
like
front of a camera too
yeah,
long.
really.
Like,
'cause,
oh geez.
you're finding more and more all the time. So
Yeah.
so we're in good company there. What did Danny say?
I thought Bruce farted or the dog farted.
That's why you got.
And that's why you guys were
I love it. Yes, that's
No.
funny.
We're contemplating going to Mexico and getting facelifts.
Getting faceless, yes, or something. Getting some tucking done or something. We'll see.
Tuck and duns?
So
Getting tuck
something
and duns?
tucked.
What?
Tucked. Like tummy tucks or whatever they do out there. I don't know.
And Ross says, great having dinner with you both on the 17th. Donna says, hi. Hi, Donna.
Hi, Donna. Hopefully you're having a wonderful evening and keeping
Absolutely.
Roth in mind.
Fantastic dinner companions.
It
A
was.
beautiful evening downtown on the waterfront in Seattle.
It absolutely was. We had such a great time hanging out with you guys. It was so much fun. Cannot wait to do it again. And if not beforehand, we will be doing it on the Norwegian Joy.
Will G's in. He says, evening all. Hey, Will. Glad you're here.
Welcome in, Will. And Will is going on the horizon with us.
Cool.
So we do have another.
Sorry, Will.
This is another group cruise that we're doing with some great people. If I can find it, here we go. So this is another group cruise that you could have a
Oh, is
part
this the
of.
one Will's going?
The ABC's and You Group Cruise 2026 is the cruise you have been waiting for. Don't miss this opportunity to set sail on the magnificent Carnival Horizon for an epic 8-day sailing from Miami to the beautiful ABC Islands. After 2 amazing sea days, you will arrive at the island of Aruba where you can see the California Lighthouse or just take in the scenery. The next stop is Bonaire with its picturesque pink salt flats and amazing beaches. And then the last port of call is Curacao, where you can take a panoramic island tour or just take in the sights. 2 more sea days wrap up this cruise, and you will have plenty of time to hang out at the Pig and Anchor Bar, the Havana Bar, or the Ocean Plaza. There is so much to do on the horizon, and this is why it is a favorite among many. Contact Bruce at Ocean Travel or Felicia at Syrup City Travel today for more details and booking information for this amazing group cruise. We'll see you on board.
Absolutely.
That'll be fun.
That's going to be a fun one. We've already got like 9-10 cabins booked on that one, and we got more people going to be booking it. So that is going to be a great group cruise. So can't wait for that. I would play the one on the Joy that we're doing next year, but that video was not planned. So I need to get another copy of Ross or the new one. Because that one would not play.
Is that the rock and roll group
the
cruise?
rock and roll tribute group cruise, yeah, on the NCL Joy, which is a fantastic group cruise that we are doing next year, November 29th. So
do book and cruise with Ocean Travel. Don't listen to any rabbits on a cruise. I don't know. That rabbit we had a great time with that rabbit.
We had a fantastic time with that rabbit, and Sea Lake Journeys brought that rabbit. Just saying.
Introduced to the rabbit. TNT says, I thought it was a volleyball court for gnomes.
Well, it could have been Cindy. We do have gnomes.
We have some gnomes. We could challenge them. They'll probably win.
Hey, Mike and Rihanna.
They're saying, good evening, everyone. Welcome in. Thanks for coming in.
Hopefully you are having a wonderful evening north of the border.
2 wonderfuls for the evening. I'm going to track your wonderfuls and fantastics. Because I'm evil. Will G says, as Chet says, don't get off the ship on sea days.
Well, why not?
What?
That sounds like
That
fun.
is so unusual. I love that too.
I do. That's awesome. Fantastic.
Okay. TNT says 25 days before flying to New Orleans. Oh, you're gonna have a good time. Didn't you just get back from California? I think you guys are doing some jet setting.
Yeah. Well, they're getting ready to get on the Jubilee. I know that. I think they're getting ready to get on the Jubilee.
Oh, how
too.
fun.
Yep. Aren't you guys flying to New Orleans? Maybe they're going over to Galveston from there. I don't know. But I thought you guys were getting ready to get on Jubilee. Hey, Cheryl, welcome in. That's Jeremy and Cheryl. That's Cheryl's other YouTube channel.
Oh.
With Cheryl.
Oh, hey,
So
hi,
welcome
Cheryl.
in. Glad you're here, Cheryl. Hopefully you guys are having a great
He was gonna say wonderful. So he said,
great
"Whoa."
evening in Galveston.
Somebody put a half down.
Hopefully you guys are staying cool in Texas. So hopefully everything's going great with you.
Okay, we're scrolling.
Yep.
Everyone's saying hi to each other. Oh, TNT saying we booked for Alaska this time next year. Nice. We're gonna go this time next year. When are we?
Well, June. Of
So
next
sort
year.
of this
Yeah.
time next year. And Carnival Cruise Addicts, welcome in. And it says, do enjoy the cruise and bring your patience. Ignore any negative people.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Chris and Liz, that's
Life
absolutely.
is too short to pay attention to negativity.
Too short.
I totally agree with that. And Ross says, trust me all, I just got off the cruise and it was amazing. Food was fantastic, service was great, and the ship is immaculate in cleanliness or however they say that word. That's good to
Awesome,
know.
Ross. That's
We're
awesome.
getting on that ship.
We can't wait
next
to get
year.
on that ship next year. Absolutely. Event yours. Welcome in.
Says, hey, O2O.
Welcome in. Glad you're here. Hopefully you're having a great night. Oh my goodness.
Okay, we're cruising down to the chat, just making sure we're saying hi to
Wow,
everybody.
please.
Well, look who's in the house.
Just spoke to both Kurt and Marcia here a little bit ago.
Yeah, and I believe Kurt stated.
I believe Kurt said that he was getting ready to do a patio.
I believe
outside
that Kurt is committing to do whatever Marcia requests.
Whatever Marcia
requests,
Yeah.
he's ready to do.
Yep.
We heard it. We can.
I think she might want a new patio there.
Actually, he called to say, I can't talk to Marcia.
Yeah. Well, his actual words was, I'm never listening to anything that Cindy says, and Marcia is not allowed to speak to her.
Get your patio, Marcia. Get your patio.
Hey, Randy, welcome in.
He says, hey, everyone.
Let's see.
and people just saying hi to each other.
Yep. I think
trying
we're
to
close
catch
to the
up. Are we
bottom
getting
of the
close?
chat. Yep.
People just saying hi.
Yep.
No, oh, TNT says we're on the horizon too.
Yes, you are. You are going on the ABC's new group cruise.
So you got to get on a ship with
Got to
TNT.
get on it. Well, so is Sea Lake Journeys.
Yep.
Sea Lake Journeys is going on that cruise too. Yep,
They
there
were
they are right there. We
influenced
are
by
on
TNT
that
Adventures
cruise
to
too.
Sea.
Yeah, or they were influenced by the rabbit, I believe. Robin said something about the rabbit.
I'm excited. It'll be a ton of fun.
I have more.
More chins than a Chinese phone book.
That is awesome. That is awesome. I think I do too. And Danny D has the countdown.
My countdown is 24 days until Dad's cuz come for the weekend. 37 days until I see a big bro.
Her big bro.
Until I see big bro. And soon to be sis-in-law. 240 until the bridal shower for sis-in-law. Then big day in 275. Well, you got a fantastic countdown going, Danny.
You do, and you have a busy year next year, Danny, with that, for doing everything for that wedding. That's fantastic.
Okay, we're cruising.
Hey, Uncle Dave, welcome in.
Hello, welcome.
Glad you are here. And
we'd like to have your double chin count if you don't mind. If everyone would just put it in the chat, how many double chins
may not have a double chin like we do. I don't know.
Oh.
But people are putting their countdowns in.
Orange Cone Vlogger Ross says there was no rabbit in the
encore.
Well,
there would be if
Sea Lake was there.
If Sea Lake Journeys was on there would be more than one rabbit, I am sure.
Are there herds of rabbit? What are rabbits called when there's a bunch of rabbits? Is it a
herd?
Is it a coven of rabbits? A herd of rabbits?
I don't know.
A fuzzy of rabbits?
It's just a bunch of rabbits.
A bunch of rabbits?
I don't know.
A hutch of rabbits? I don't know what you call a bunch of rabbits.
New question. I don't know. Let's pause it right there and let's start on some of our stuff.
Okay.
Or we're never going to
get through. Okay.
We're not. All right. So some do's and don'ts. And you know what? Well, let me a couple cruise news things if y'all didn't know. Carnival has dropped, and they're the first cruise line to drop their fall of 2026 and the early part through April 2027 itineraries today on some of their ships out of Galveston and Miami and Port Canaveral and Baltimore, I believe, were the ones. Different ships, so including 8 and 14-day cruises. So that's cool.
So what are you saying? 2027 cruises have dropped?
Yeah, through April of 2027.
Okay.
We're on some, not all their ships, but on some of their ships available today, which is
so
great.
Stay up late and scroll.
Yeah.
Figure out where you want to go.
Yeah, and if you need help booking a cruise, you can get a hold of us at Ocean Travel. Just saying, get a hold of us. We can help you. Mike with Clock Family Adventures is part of the team, and so is Ross with Orange Cone Vlog. So get a hold of us, and we can get you on a cruise.
Okay, your next tidbit.
And then Half Moon Cay, for anyone that knows, Carnival has Half Moon Cay is one of their private islands. They have a second one coming up, but Half Moon Cay is getting a remodel, if you will, or whatever. They're going to be offering more dining options on there and drink options on there, but they are also putting a dock port on there. So now it will be finished sometime in 2026, and it's no longer going to be a tender port.
Oh, nice.
And it's going to be able to handle 2 ships at a time. So I think that's great.
Okay.
All right.
The third one is already there.
Yeah, I just talked about they're kind of together.
Okay.
So that's great. So that's a lot of fun. So, and let's see.
TNT says, my do is do Europe. One of our best life experiences.
It looked great. It really did. I was, with you, and you went with Shan and everything. It looks like you guys had a great time.
We're slightly jealous.
Hey, Scott.
Hey,
welcome
Bruce
in,
Cindy.
sir. We are going to be on their match game.
Yes,
in October.
In October.
Yeah. Can't wait. That's going to be a lot of fun. Been watching that show, and you guys have a great time. So I can't wait.
I've never watched the match show. He had to pull it up on something to show me what it was. I think he showed what
it's a thing called YouTube.
Yeah, something. Some of us grew up without a TV.
All right.
'Cause-
Yeah. So, oh, the old Match Game, because she had never heard of Match Game before. I'm like, are you kidding me? The show from the 70s? You've never heard of the Match Game? And she hadn't. So I pulled up, there was some old stuff with the old Match Game and everything. And then,
Yeah,
so
when I was a
it's
kid,
gonna
we'd
be a
go to
lot of
slumber
fun.
parties.
And
All the
then-
kids would be
and
playing
then-
games. I'd be
but
staring at their TV.
watch controversial cruise addicts and controversial cruising, and I think it's a cruise life, or one other one is on there. So
that'll be fun.
and we're gonna be
I'm
there.
looking forward to
Yep, I am too.
The Adventures of
Traveling Mike,
He said, "Good
welcome
evening,
in.
everyone.
Glad you're here.
Thanks for popping in. We've
Absolutely.
got some tips coming
Hope
up.
you are having a great evening. I have to keep thinking about what I'm saying now,
Why?
because
Because if
keeping
he
a
says
count on
wonderful
me
or
now.
fantastic,
Yeah, and I don't know
I'm
what
gonna-
that means. She's got the damn it doll next to her, so who knows what it means. I don't know. All right, let's pause right there for the moment and let us talk about some of our do's and don'ts. And I'm going to start with, we like to start with the don'ts so we can end with the do's and end on a positive.
okay, let's be
All right,
positive.
so let's start with don'ts.
Okay. Don't assume that all cruise lines and ships are the same.
That's very true. You really have to think about what you're looking for in a cruise. Some are more relaxed and low key, and other ones are more high strung and a lot
Yeah.
of fun.
So
and
date a
lots of
couple of cruise
parties.
lines and see which one you like. And
Absolutely.
then form long-term
Yeah.
relationships
And
and get
even with-
rewards.
Even within the cruise line, ships are different sizes. They have different things going on. So just don't assume that they're
Are
all
you
the
a
same.
big ship guy or a small ship guy?
After we did the Jubilee, I am a big ship person.
That
I
was
think.
pretty cool.
We did the Breakaway, which was a pretty nice size ship, and then we did the Jubilee, and now I think I am a big ship. I still like the smaller ships. I like the Miracle. I think the Miracle is still one of our favorite ships, but as of right now, the Jubilee is my favorite ship. That may change because we're trying some other ships, like we're doing MSC World America next year and other things like that. But I think I am a big ship person.
Don't book a cruise just because it is cheap.
Absolutely. Sometimes you get what you pay for. So, you definitely want to look at the itineraries and make sure that it's where you're going to want to do and go places that you may want to visit and stuff. So don't book it just because it's a cheap price, because you may not have as good a time.
Don't be afraid to try something new.
Absolutely. Don't. And you did on
I
the
did.
Breakaway. You ziplined for the
I
first
zip
time.
lined because Robin from Sea Lake Journeys is
Robin and the Rabbit.
yeah, Robin and that rabbit. And we had ourselves harnessed up 75 stories above the earth, or maybe 7.
Well, and Tom and Terry did it too.
That's
didn't they?
true.
And Charlie did it.
Did they zip line or did they do the ropes course?
Well, I know Tom and Terry did the zip line. I thought Charlie did too, but maybe Charlie did.
Oh, Tom and
One,
they
yeah.
did the super
They
hard
had to
one.
climb up even higher
Yeah.
than what you and Robin did. But never be afraid to try something new on a cruise.
Yeah,
sometimes
Mike
you
Clock. There might try eating off the adult menu. I had to.
Oh my goodness, yes. Okay. Or just try eating something new like frog legs.
Ooh, maybe not, Mike. Don't try that yet.
Hey, escargot. I mean, there's lots of
Nope.
things. Octopus.
Nope.
There's lots of things that you can try. Don't be afraid to at least try it once. Don't say no until you tried it.
Okay.
Just saying.
Think of it as jumping chicken.
Jumping
That's what the
chicken.
waiter told us when we said no, we don't want to try
Wow,
it.
I'm not sure, but okay. It was good. I know that. It was delicious.
Don't wait for the last minute to return to the ship. Don't be a pier runner.
Yep. Don't wait for that last minute because you might get left behind, especially if you did not book an excursion through the cruise lines. Just give yourself plenty of time to get back to that ship. And don't, because it can be very, very stressful. So make sure that you don't wait for the last minute. And, because you may become famous on YouTube as a pier runner.
Or
Just
you
saying.
may fall off the
Or you may fall off the pier.
Yeah, that happened. We saw it.
We did that. That's another thing. Be careful and don't get too drunk, because there was a gal when we were on the Jubilee. What port were we at? Was that Cozumel?
Cosmo.
I think it was Cozumel that someone fell off the dock right there at the ship, so they had to
Right
rescue
between
her.
the ship and the dock. So
yeah.
that squishy area.
And they ran over. They did get her out. They did have to take her to the hospital. So I don't know if she got it back on the ship or not. So I'm
Yeah,
not really
scary
sure.
stuff. Scary
Yep,
stuff.
yep.
Don't forget to take your children to the youth club to get signed up as soon as you get on board.
Yep. So if you're taking kids on a cruise, you know, Carnival, NCL, Royal, they all have kids clubs and stuff like that. But make sure that you get your kids signed up on day one and get them involved in that kind of stuff, because they have so many activities in their cruise, in their kids clubs and everything. And then you can enjoy some adult time while the kids are enjoying themselves with other kids.
Don't neglect passport and visa requirements.
Absolutely. And we heard what happened to Coach Cruz, and that's happened to other people also. So just remember that when you're talking about your passports or even your visas, and some countries like Australia, not only do they require a passport, but they also require a travel visa, and other countries do too. So make sure you know which countries require a visa that you may have to apply for. But with the passports, remember that if it is expiring within 6 months or earlier of the end of your cruise, they're not going to let you cruise. So make sure that the expiration is outside of that 6 month period at the end of your cruise. So because that's where Coach
6 months
Cruz,
from the end of your cruise?
you're right.
So my passport is still valid when I come home? But
6
they
months.
won't let me get
Yeah,
on the ship?
correct. So and I'm not sure why that is the rule, but that is the rule, that your passport has to be valid 6 months or longer by the end of your cruise, not at the beginning of it.
Oh,
So that's something to always look at your dates on your passport and make sure that you are always outside of that 6 month window, so there's no stress there. Because Coach Cruz wasn't able to board over in Australia, I think it was, or where he was at, because of that issue. So
don't forget reef safe sunscreen.
yep, especially if you're going to the Caribbean, the Bahamas, some of those ports and countries, it's actually illegal to use sunscreen that is not reef safe. So that there's no dispute, we always only take reef safe sunscreen. You don't want to get sunburnt, but you also want to save the environment, and you don't want stuff that's going to hurt the reefs. A lot of people snorkel in the reef areas and stuff. We even do that, and scuba dive. So just make sure you get some reef safe sunscreen.
Don't wait to settle your onboard account until the morning of departure.
Yep. Especially if you are doing cash. You know, some people, they set up their onboard account with cash when they get on the ship. Then you really need to take care of it the night before, so you're not having to worry about that and getting off a ship late or whatever while you're trying to settle up. If you have a card attached to your cabin, then it's just automatically going to be taken care of that night, and they close everything out. So it's best to attach a card to it, but make sure you take care of it the night before the cruise. And also cashing out when you're at a casino, make sure you're cashing out those big winnings the night before. So
don't get stuck with a huge cell phone bill.
Make sure you are putting your cell phone
Cell phone, one word?
I don't know. Probably not. I was typing this fast. But just make sure that you are putting your cell phone on airplane mode, so you're not getting those expensive phone bills when you're in other countries and be surprised, like we've heard that before. You can also check with your carrier though, because we have T-Mobile, and in Mexico, and I think even in the Bahamas and some other places, it was included in our plan, so we didn't have an issue. So just check with your cell phone provider, and you can also get those international plans while you're cruising, so you don't have that issue also.
Don't assume cruise ship excursions are the only option.
Yep. So you can obviously it's safest to get excursions through the cruise line. However, you don't have to. There are other options with third party companies and stuff like that you can do. Just remember, you want to make sure you're not missing the ship, and if getting back, it's going to be close. If there's any issues with flat tires, remember that one time we had that flat tire. Luckily, we were with a cruise line excursion because we were late and we would have missed the ship if it was not to the cruise line.
That was interesting because the boat that we got on actually went out into the ocean, caught up to our ship,
Yep.
and we loaded
We did
after they'd
That's
already
right.
left.
We did. We loaded on a tender ship because
Yeah.
they had already pulled out.
They had already pulled out and were on their way.
That's
and
right.
They sped off and off we went. And,
Yep.
and we're like, hey, we went that way, but
Yeah.
the cruise ship was out that way.
Yeah, they knew what they were doing because they knew they were in contact with the ship and everything and knew what they were going to do. But it's still, just be careful when you do it that way.
Don't be scared to ask for something not on the menu.
Yeah, everything isn't on the menu. And so, if there's something that you want that's not on the menu, ask for it and you may be able to get it. I've seen that happen. So
don't try to do everything.
Yep. Don't,
Yeah.
especially when you're
We
only on.
should have a do everything group cruise where we sleep
when-
where we sleep 2 hours and we try all we
Yeah, but I mean, there's multiple things happening at the exact same time on the ship, so you're not going to be able to try everything. So really pick and choose, and you can look at the schedule, and that's why it's good to use the app. You could use the
Somebody,
some people like the
Sea
paper
Lake
one.
Journeys.
They like to highlight it, but then what if you don't want to do that anymore? You can't unhighlight it. And so that's why we like using the app.
The
because
app.
we can just
But there are
Mhm.
paper ones available.
there are. You
tell
can
you
do
all
the
the
paper ones.
activities.
Absolutely. You can. So
Some people are just tactile.
they are. They like the yeah. Well, I don't know.
Don't forget about taking pictures.
Yeah, you don't want to forget. Sometimes people get so excited doing things, and then you get home, you're like, man, we didn't take any pictures.
I know
or
that was our
videos."
Alaska group
I
cruise because
know.
we were
we were
amazed at everything we were seeing.
We were doing so much,
and we just had a blast. We were just, it was beautiful and we were enjoying the moment. And we got home, we were like, we didn't take any pictures of anything.
Yeah,
'Cause
so
we were just
make sure that you do enjoy the cruise, enjoy what you're seeing, everything, but don't forget to catch those moments on your camera and phone.
don't just go to one restaurant or bar the whole time.
Yeah, try different restaurants, try different bars, try different food options, so you're getting that full experience and not just one place.
We learned from Tom and Terry with TNT that it is pretty advantageous to form a relationship with a bartender. And Tom and Terry just kind of walked up. They knew them. They knew what they wanted. They got some great service on there. So, kind of play that game a little bit.
Absolutely.
Don't be afraid to go solo.
Yep. So, there's more and more solo cruisers out there. I'm not telling people that are married that you guys go off solo. That's not what I'm talking
Here
about.
I go.
but don't be afraid if you are a single or a solo person and want to travel solo. There's actually a lot of groups that travel solo, and the cruise lines are acknowledging that, and especially NCL, and I think the other cruise lines are, with solo rates that are less than paying double and
Solo
everything.
cabin, solo
solo
rate,
cabin, solo
events
rates,
on
yep.
ships just for the solo travelers.
So don't be afraid to go solo, because there's a lot of other people that are also, so you might meet some long friends.
Yeah, and so some the solo events are more than just meetup. They're hey, let's meet. Who wants to go out? What are your hobbies? Okay, let's all go on this excursion together. It's not hey, Fred and Sally, here's your meetup time. That kind of thing. It's more to get an adventure buddy.
Absolutely.
Don't be afraid to ask questions.
The only stupid question is a question you don't ask. So don't be afraid, especially when you're a new cruiser trying to figure everything out. There's lots of Facebook pages, a lot of people, travel advisors. Do not afraid to ask questions if you don't know. It's the only way you're going to find out.
Do not afraid. Can't help it. Okay, I'm sorry.
Don't be afraid.
Do not afraid. Don't afraid. I totally love it. Okay, I'm under control. No, it's mine.
Yeah, don't be afraid. All right.
Don't forget to use the stairs if you can.
Yeah, and we really try and do this, and this is our last don't, by the way, but we really try. I mean, the elevators are there, especially if you need them. Or if you're doing, you're going from the bottom to the top, that's completely understandable. But if you're only going up 1 or 2 flights, whatever, think about using the stairs. Get some of that exercise in. Absolutely.
Okay, let's check the chat. What
All
are
right,
they
let's
doing
check
now?
the chat because
We've
we are
left
way
them
behind.
unattended.
We did, and we are way, way behind. So I gotta see where we left off at. I think we did all these,
Well, there's
right?
the start. Okay.
Yep, there we are. So we're gonna go through these fast. We might
Utopia
miss it,
is
sorry.
Utopia for us, the week of Thanksgiving with a side to side on the Carnival Glory.
Oh,
Ooh.
that is cool. We love the Carnival Glory. We had a great time on there for the Blues
You're gonna have a great
Cruise.
time
You really are.
on the holiday. Woohoo!
Yep. Okay, so I'm just kind of scrolling down. We are way behind, so I'm gonna try and catch these up. But if you see something, let me know. What's this say?
Hey, pole dancing Kurt and beautiful Marsha.
Saying hey.
Danny saying hi.
Hi. Let's see.
Ross says we had very unusual weather conditions for the majority of the cruise. Every port day was 59 to 70 degrees. Glacier Bay was cold, foggy, and rainy, but with the proper rain gear, it wasn't bad. Alaska, you just don't know what to expect. Layer up and go with it. Clock Family Adventure says, I will be on the horizon as well.
Yes, they will be.
There are so many people going on
Mike
the horizon.
and Ricky will be on the horizon. Cannot wait. It's gonna
on
be.
that
You
ship.
got to get on that cruise, guys. The Screw Cruise. It's gonna be great. Kurt and Marsh are going on it. I was talking to them again. They are going on that. So
and you'll be able to
absolutely
meet Sea Legs Rabbit.
Absolutely. So yeah, you got to come and you got to
He's
watch
cute.
it. He is. Yes, you got to watch the rabbit from Chet and Robin. But yep, you got to see it. Nicole, would this be Nicole Clock?
Is it? I don't know. It says hello, everyone. I don't know.
Hello, Nicole. Well, welcome in. Would you be the daughter of the Clocks?
I don't know.
Let us know. But welcome in. So glad you're here. We got a question.
Okay. The Adventures of Traveling Mite says, QQQ. Bruce, what's the best way to get some info and pricing on R&R?
Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise.
Oh, on the
okay. You can email me at, and I hope you're still in the chat, but you can email me at bruce@oceanoceantravel.com and let me pop this in here for a second. Here we go. So you can email me there, or if you're on the chat, I'm going to quick tell you, or you can call me at 833-626-8728, option number 1, and we'll get you all that information. So get a hold of me. It's going to be it's going to be a great cruise. There we go. Okay, so yeah, absolutely get a hold of me. Let me see. And Danny says can't wait.
Okay. And Ross says 59 days until the Booze Cruise 2.0. Oh, you guys are going to have a blast.
Yep.
We enjoyed our Booze Cruise. And Kurt says, huh? So, note to self, find something new to watch on Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Also, watch nothing from the West Coast.
Wow.
Wow, Kurt, that's a little harsh.
So, Danny says Nicole is an amazing woman, everyone.
Okay, cool.
Well, we're so glad you are here, Nicole. Welcome in.
Will G says 2 days till the Mariner.
Mariner of the Seas, Royal Caribbean.
Oh, nice. Wow.
What's this? You call it?
You call it a fuzzy wuzzy. So what do you call a herd of rabbits? They're called a fuzzy wuzzy. Okay, now we know.
There you go.
And Ross says, I found the pole for pole dancing on the Encore, but alas, I didn't dance and take a video. Ross, we need a dancing pole video from you, man.
We really do. Absolutely. And yep.
And Simi says, really, OCV?
Which is Ross. Orange Cone.
Oh, Orange Cone. Okay.
Yep.
Sprechen die Deutsch. Okay. The Adventures of Traveling Mike says, I don't know. A large gathering of crows is a murder of crows. A few crows is an attempted murder. Is a few crows an attempted murder?
Awesome.
I think so. I would agree with that. A herd of rabbits is called a nest. Okay, that makes sense. Or do rabbits nest? They burrow. They hutch. I don't know. We'll have to Google that.
I have no
A
idea.
herd of rabbits is called a nest. I don't know.
Hey, Nancy, welcome in. And everybody, make sure to catch up with Nautical Nurse Nancy. They are on right after us. So make sure you check their live out. They do a great time. Her, Anthony, and sometimes their daughter Hannah's on there. So make sure you check them out. Fantastic, fantastic channel.
Okay, what is Sea Leg saying? Oh, he's got a question. What is a herd of turtles called? A zoom, a zip. Pretty sure.
A zoom or a zip?
Yep, that's what I'm thinking. That's what it is.
You start saying zoom, and I'm starting thinking of that move, the move in square dancing that we do. Remember, there's a zoom. Never mind.
Danny D says, "Oh my gosh, it's fun! I made a short today of one of the words Chris always says." What one word that Chris always says? Okay, what do we got? Adventures with Uncle Dave says a herd of baboons is called a congress. Go figure. LOL. Is that true?
That is funny. Hey, you know what, Uncle Dave? That is the best. I absolutely
totally love
believe
that.
Congress, Senate, whatever, but absolutely baboons. I love it. That is fantastic.
Best do. This is from Event Yours. Best do. Bring quality air fresheners for your stateroom, especially for the interiors. You know, that's not a
good
bad
idea.
tip at all.
Absolutely not bad at all.
Yeah, it does get aromatic in there. It needs some help. Yes. Clock Family Adventure says, I like a nice big aft. I bet you do. And Carnival Cruise Addict says, like big butts, and I cannot lie. He's talking to Mike. Okay, we're devolving. The Adventures of the Traveling Mike says, I can't wait to call
I'll wait to make
some comments till I get a feel for the crowd in here. They're vicious.
This is a great crowd, Mike. This is an absolutely great
Put
crowd.
your armor on.
As you can tell, they are awesome. They really are.
What's TNT saying? TNT Adventures to Sea says the cruise doesn't matter if you have great people like y'all. Well, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
What are they saying about her? Nicole's saying fried frog legs taste like fried chicken.
They do. Absolutely. But they don't have the skin like fried chicken. It'd be more like roasted chicken. But it absolutely does taste like chicken. That's what I tell everyone. They're like, yeah. People say that everything tastes like chicken. Well, it does.
Mike from Clock Family Adventures is saying, and you all wonder why your door gets decorated. Yes, we do. We wonder that.
Jumping chicken.
Jumping chicken. Yes, that's what our waiter said. If we would like to try jumping chicken. Nautical Nurse Nancy says, I love trying new things, new foods, new adventures, new ships, new ports, new friends along the way, along with the friends we have made. I love that. Okay, awesome. Nicole says fried alligator is good too. Wow, girl.
And you're adventurous. Right? They are, though. I had them on, I think it was on the Vista. Absolutely. Fried alligator is good. Right with you there. Absolutely.
Okay, let's see. Carnival Cruise Addict says, don't fall off the pier. Absolutely. We've seen it. I wouldn't have believed it until we saw it. It's possible to fall off the pier.
Oh, this is interesting.
Oh, Nicole. Adventures with Uncle Dave
is telling
Nicole that smoked alligator is better. Y'all have some adventurous palates.
Need to try that then.
See, like Journey says, Ocean Travel made
this
Charlie
is
miss
fake news.
Fake news.
Fake news there, Chet and Robin. Fake. I don't think there's ever been more of a fake news out there than this.
So what is Nancy saying? I have fallen off a pier, but in Wisconsin, not on a cruise.
Oh my goodness. We had a dog fall off a pier once. Remember Sid fell off that pier? I mean, he was just walking along and he just...
Sid was a blind Chinese crested. He was blind.
He was great.
So he was a fun dog, but don't take a blind dog on a pier. TNT Adventures that says you can become famous on YouTube if you cruise with creators. It could happen. Nancy says I stepped back and walked right into the water.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Well,
Oh wow.
I pushed out a boat, forgot to let go, and
Yep.
off a pier. And Nautical Nurse Nancy says, forgetting my passport is a nightmare of mine. I'd rather show up naked than forget my passport.
Oh,
Wow.
He continues right here.
I dreamed both of these above.
That is funny.
Oh, that's
that is
hilarious.
awesome.
She's saying pre-cruise dreams definitely happen. And Orange Cone Vlog is saying, don't forget, washy washy.
And here you go.
Nancy, was that before or after the shots?
So remember in Galveston where I did that jello shot
Yeah.
with the syringe? Nautical Nurse Nancy does those on the cruise.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, that
She
explains
makes
some
them. She
things.
takes them. Absolutely. Yeah.
Adventures with Uncle Dave says, I've never been a pier runner, but I have been known to shuffle a time or two.
I'm trying to scroll down. I know I'm missing some people, so
Let's
I do
go back
apologize.
up just in
let's go
case.
back. Okay.
Okay, what are we doing? Not Nancy says, I mean, not really happen, but I often have dreams about the cruise before I take it. Okay. And then she's laughing at clock that was no alcohol on board, walked right off a pier in Door County, Wisconsin.
Oh, here's a new one.
Okay. I don't know if I can pronounce that. Helvigan Heligu Bahala. Hi, everyone.
You
Did you
probably
have
did
a
better
great-
than I did. Welcome in. So
Welcome
glad
in.
you're
I
right
don't
here.
mean to-
And she probably butchered her name. That's why I just quiet and let her handle it. But
Welcome
welcome in.
in.
So glad you are here. And let us know how to pronounce. We need Darian here right now because that looks German.
That looks German.
And Darian could help us out.
Well,
with
I don't
that,
know.
so
It could be. I have
it
no
could
idea.
be. But it might not be. I better not assume.
What's Tom saying on TNT? He said, I hung out with Cheech Marin and had a safe reef. I bet you did. He would know.
Absolutely.
He could guide you right there. All right. Let's see.
see.
Are we?
Oh, the butt files are in.
Hi, Bud Files.
Welcome in, guys. Hopefully you're having a fantastic evening.
Nautical Nurse Nancy says, but we have used our cell phone at sea if necessary. Just took them off airplane mode and then went back to airplane mode. It was necessary for the situation. Okay. That's nice that you get signal out there.
That is. That's awesome.
Yeah, I've never been brave enough to flick mine on out at sea.
No, but that's great.
And Will G says, my daughter got stuck with $500 plus phone bill because she didn't go into airplane mode soon enough in Bon Air. Oh, that's I
My
worry.
goodness. Yeah, that's, and we've heard the horror stories about that. Look who came in.
Well, hello, down under cruisers.
Cindy. Oh,
Good
day, Bruce.
How they hanging?
It's hanging very well, Sean. And now the show is complete because Mr. Sean from across the pond has joined us and has graced us with his presence. So thank you so much for coming in. And we got Marjorie's in the house.
Hi, Marjorie.
Welcome in, Marjorie. Glad you're here. Hopefully you are having a great evening.
People are welcoming Sean in the chat.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
trying to
yeah.
buzz to the bottom so we can get to the good part. The do's.
Okay, well, let's stop right there and let's quick do this. Let's quick run through them.
Run to the do's.
So we're
take your
gonna
banner
run
off.
through we're gonna run through the do's. So hold on 1 second. Let me move that. All right, here we go. So this
First one is
get down to it. Here we go.
is
First
a really
one.
good one.
This is the best one.
Use a travel advisor.
Use a travel advisor. Yes, a travel advisor can
The service is free and you're likely to save money, plus get extras you wouldn't receive if you were trying to book it yourself.
Yep. So as travel advisors, we do have options with the cruise lines to give you some extras. So definitely, give us a shot and we can save you some money. We have access to some booking codes and stuff that you would not get on your own. So definitely check us out, and it doesn't cost you anything. And we spend all those hours on the cruise line when you need to get something fixed so you don't have to, and help you do the research. So give us a call. We can get a hold of you. We can help you.
The next do is book your cruise early.
The earlier you book it, the cheaper it's going to be. So
And that's the secret to happiness.
it is a secret of happiness.
Someone to love, something to look forward to, and something to do.
Yep. And we always look forward to, that's why we always book 2 to 3 years out. So we are always looking forward to that next adventure. So definitely book early. Definitely.
Choose the right stateroom.
So you can choose the forward, especially if you do get seasick. If you have a premacy of having motion sickness and stuff like that, you probably want to book in the middle of the ship. And low mid, yeah. But you definitely want to get that right one. If you want to get fresh air, if that helps you with your seasickness, then you're definitely going to want to book a balcony. And Mike Clark knows about that because they end up booking a balcony for Alaska.
And one of the things that I learned was the size of the balcony matters.
Oh my goodness.
It changed the way we used our stateroom.
Oh
totally.
My goodness. Yeah. The Jubilee, we got one of those extended balconies right in the middle where it curves. Wow.
Yeah, we had friends over on the balcony. We spent a whole
That thing was
afternoon out
huge.
there. We wouldn't even have contemplated that kind of thing
With a regular balcony. Nope. It
There's just not
definitely
enough
makes
room.
a difference. Yes, absolutely.
Book excursions early.
Excursions do sell out, so make sure you book them as early as you can. Most cruise lines, most excursions do start showing up within a year of the cruise, 6 months to a year. So as soon as they're available, book them.
Especially for Alaska. We wanted to do the train, and when we went up there and the train sold out.
Yep.
So we had a great time without doing the train, but when the train took off, we're like, "Aw."
Yep.
Understand what is and is not included with your cruise fare.
Yep. So there are items that cost more. There's specialty dining. Some of the restaurants are upgrades and drink packages and stuff like that. But know what is included in your, because some people think all the food is extra and stuff like that, and it's not. There's a lot of things that are included in your cruise, so you definitely want to know what is included in your cruise fare.
And this last cruise ship, or this last cruise we went on,
the Jubilee,
it seemed like whole groups of people didn't know you could keep the shot glass when you order these special shots.
Yep.
That the glass is complimentary.
Yep.
And
some people don't know that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So
take time to get acquainted with the ship before your cruise on embarkation day.
And on embarkation.
Embarkation.
So do your research. Once you're booked, you can go on to the cruise line. You can see the deck plans and watch YouTube of what the ship is to prepare. And then on embarkation day, see the ship so you kind of know where things are, so you're not getting lost. We were on the Jubilee and we didn't do that, and we were still trying to find things.
A week later,
on day 5.
How do we get off the ship?
Yeah,
Figure out how to get off the ship.
Funny. So.
Okay. If you are flying to your port, fly in at least a day before your cruise.
And Z was talking about this at the very, very beginning, where he said 2 days, which that might be better, but at least fly in the day early. And that's going to give you some leeway if you have airline issues and stuff that you might have to have airline delays and stuff like that. So make sure you're flying in at least a day early, if not 2.
Pack basic over-the-counter medication. Now this one stumped me. I'm like, why is that?
No. So headache medications, allergy medications, maybe even cold stuff if you in case you might be feeling like a cold and stuff.
Traveling with Mike Clock, you could get clocked with his head cold.
Anyways, you're going to want to do that so that because if you go to the medical facility on board, it's going to be a whole lot more money. So if you can bring over-the-counter medications, then you don't have to worry about that. And also with that, don't forget to pack your medications that you get from your doctor also.
Do research excursions offered by both the cruise line and independent operators before sailing.
Yep. So that goes along with, don't just the excursions to the cruise lines is not the only option. So definitely do your research and with both the cruise line and the independent operators, because you might save your money. Again, just be careful about getting back to the ship on time.
Research each port of call prior to getting on the ship. This is the fun part.
Yep, research, because maybe you don't want to do an excursion. Maybe you just want to, see the town, see the port and stuff like that. So research all the things and all the options that you have. That
The
you
cultures
can do
you're
at
going to
that
go
part.
visit, and
Yeah,
the architecture you're
and
going
the
to go
food
see.
you're going to taste and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. And you might find a restaurant that, hey, we want to check out that restaurant or bar. So definitely do some research, and your travel agent can help you with that also.
Bring some things that will help make your stateroom more livable, aka room fresheners if you're
Room
in a
fresheners?
inside cabin.
Absolutely. We do that. We bring sanitizers to wipe down stuff. We bring hooks to help hang stuff up.
We bring a fan.
We bring a fan.
We bring a
Different things like
nightlight.
that. So we do. So different things just to make yourself, feel more comfortable, organized in your stateroom.
Attend your muster drill as soon as you get on the ship.
So this is one of my big pet peeves. Attend that muster drill as soon as you get on the ship. Don't wait. You don't have to go get that first drink. You don't have to go get that guy's burger or whatever on whatever ship and cruise line you are. Just as soon as you get on ship, knock it out. It takes less than a minute, and then you're off to do whatever you want. So
then every time they make that announcement, you don't have that guilt.
You don't have to worry about it. They're not trying to track you down. So just do it very first thing. I tell everyone, just do that.
Purchase travel insurance.
So just in case you may have issues, and this is kind of like car insurance, you don't need it until you don't have it. So, and if you do happen to have to get injured out of the country and have to get flown back and stuff, it can be very expensive. So have travel insurance to cover yourself, or at least to get reimbursed. So make sure you get it.
Okay, pre-book your shows and specialty dining reservations.
So you don't really have to do this on Carnival, but other cruise lines like NCL, Royal, you do have to, at least with NCL, we had to book one of the shows. It didn't cost any money, but you still had to reserve a spot. So make sure you're doing those ahead of time, and with specialty dining, because sometimes you may not be able to do that when you get on the ship because it's all sold out.
Okay, we only have 3 minutes left.
Okay, we gotta hurry.
If you have food allergies, make sure you check in with the maitre d'.
Absolutely, and they can make sure that if you're
Yep, it just makes sense. Quick.
Yep. Okay. All right. We might go a minute or two over.
Consider budgeting for one specialty dining experience.
Yeah, it's always fun, and we've done specialty dining.
A few of them, and then we've had a great time.
It had a great time. So make sure that you
and then pack according to your itinerary.
Absolutely, you're going to pack different for Alaska than you do the Caribbean. So you want to make sure that you are packing according to where you are going.
Okay, again, chat's been left up to their own.
Here we go. So we're going down. Hey, Cruz Bolero, welcome in.
Hello, welcome.
Glad you made it. And if I miss somebody, I'm sorry. We're almost out of time.
Wait, go up there talking about solo cruisers. Or
Where?
I think Uncle Dave was talking. Uncle Dave said he appreciates solo cruising, adventures with traveling. They were talking about.
Uncle Dave talked about. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, Uncle Dave says solo cruiser and loving it. And then Adventures of Traveling with Mike said solo pineapple leads to pineapple plus pineapple equals pineapple plus pineapple. Wow, the math. That's pretty math going on there. TNT says, yes, traveling Mike solo has meant pineapple. Okay, I had no idea.
We've gone pineapple now. Danny says Nicole is her friend.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, we're so glad that you made it in.
We just
Danny.
got off the ship with Nicole Clock. So
yeah, welcome in. So glad you made it. Hopefully you're still here. We're just quick going down. We just have a couple seconds here. We got to get to Nautical Nurse Nancy. So I do apologize. If you're looking about the tribute band cruise, you can definitely go to that website and check it all out.
There's lots of pineapples emojis showing up in chat suddenly when we're talking about solo. Wait, what is Carnival Cruise Addict saying about Fuzzy Wuzzy go down? They were saying Fuzzy Wuzzy. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair, so Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't Fuzzy Wuzzy.
Yes,
I
it
love
was.
that one.
Hey, Cruise Nest, welcome in, Mike and Tracy. So glad you made it, and glad you're here. Oh, and look who else popped in.
Marsha. Don't worry, guys. I've been watching while I plan my patio design. You go, girl.
There
Get
you
that
go,
big patio.
Marsha. And you know what? Kurt is ready.
He's gonna do
I'm
it.
telling you,
He's committed.
He is committed. Whatever you say and want. And I'm going to hear this tomorrow on your show. I know he's going to say, yes, whatever Marsha wants, I will do. Absolutely.
So there's some things about sausage and fuzzy nuts going on in there. I'm not sure what chat's been up to. They shouldn't be left to their own. Carnival Cruise says, I wish I could cruise every month, though this year has been a good one. Yeah, Will, you've been out and about a lot.
Yep.
Yeah, so Marcia's saying sausage and fuzzy nuts. I have no idea how that came up in the...
Interesting.
Yeah. And Ross says, Cindy-isms are the best.
Did you say something about
Did I-
fuzzy nuts?
Was that me? Oh my God. I blanked out.
Oh my God.
Oh no, we're going to start coughing.
Yeah.
He went to the dock and got a puffer, so this should stop soon. Adventures of Traveling Mike. Well, some people like to keep their chat G. Others push to PG-13. Others to NC-17. Goodness sakes. I think we're G plus. No? Well, we got
We're
fuzzy
everywhere.
nuts, so we must be PG-13.
We're PG-13 or in our 17.
No,
or
we're not that. Isn't that naked everything?
No. I think that's just before R. I don't know.
No, it's after, before X. I don't know.
Is it after dark? Well, maybe it is that. Well, it is after dark back east.
So Nicole says, I'm a down south girl from Louisiana.
That is
welcome
awesome.
in.
Well, we're so glad
No wonder you
made
had
it in.
tasted alligator.
Absolutely.
You live next door to them, I think. In
yeah,
Louisiana, don't they have alligators?
They do have alligators down there, I believe.
Okay, we're scrolling.
Scrolling, just trying to
Make
catch
sure
up
we're
with
not
everyone.
leaving any comment unread that needs to be. Danny D says, Nancy, you're killing me. I'm crying from laughing so much. LOL. I know, right? Okay. We're getting to the bottom of the thing, I think. Everybody's just saying Nightbot stuff. And are we there? He's scrolling so fast I can't. So there may be...
Darian made it in. Welcome in, Darian.
Hi, Darian.
So glad that you made it in, buddy. And I'm probably going to give you a call tomorrow.
James Cantonese says, I'm not a pit runner. I am a speed demon. I burn rubber. Yes, you do.
He's very quick.
He's very quick.
He is. He goes. So welcome in, James. Glad you made it in, buddy. And say hi to Cindy for us.
Oh, what did we say? Bruce
just
said
doo-doo.
doo-doo. Did you say
Doo-doo. Did I say doo-doo? I probably did. Who
did
knows?
he doo-doo? He doo-doo said did. And okay, you must have, because now there's a poop emoji from Marsha. Okay.
What's this say?
It says, okay, I will talk to Ricky.
Well, we must have missed something.
Okay.
Say something about Ricky. I don't know.
We get to talk to Ricky. I would like to talk to Ricky.
All right. Well, we're gonna have to. We've gone over. So hey, everybody. It's just I was roped into a balcony. I don't know.
It's Alaska. You have to have a balcony.
You have to. Have
it's a requirement
for Alaska, Mike. You know that. Okay. Sorry if we missed anybody. I apologize.
So Marcia says we take med kits and band-aids on her comment. Yep.
Oh yes, that's another thing is band-aids and stuff. Absolutely. That's is awesome.
And then Ross says NCL sends you immediately to your mustard drug location. Yes, they do, and I appreciate it. It's done. No guilt every time they announce it.
What did Marcia say?
I don't know. I'm afraid to read it. Mike, besides, it's to cover Kurt's nipples, so the pole doesn't rub them the wrong way. What happened in chat?
All right, then everyone's just saying good night. Oh, and then Cindy and 101.
Marcia's saying, or no, Mike is saying, Marcia, are you getting a patio since Kurt's deck is subpar? Oh.
Ooh.
I think it's on now.
You know Kurt's kind of been quiet. So what's going on there?
Mr.
All right,
Inky.
we gotta go.
cut it.
All right, everybody. Well, hope you all have a wonderful evening. Go over and check out Nautical Nurse Nancy and let her know we sent you her way.
So that makes 4.5 wonderfuls since I started counting, and 1 fantastic. Just so you know.
Whatever.
All
All right, everyone, have a great night. We love you all, and we'll see you next week. And until next time, happy travels.
We'll see you out there.
See you out there.